Welcome back to This Is Everybody. It's your boy Gabriel. Gabriel Bautista, also known as AKA G Bautista, or Gabe, or whatever other people call me. I don't know. But we're running on a tight schedule today, so like hopefully I can do this in less than like 10 minutes. But nah, dude. Today's been a very productive day. I got to what did I get to do? I got to work out. You got to work out, you guys. You know what I mean? Because take care. Health is wealth. Everybody. You can't. I mean, I get why people like don't like working out sometimes because it's hard. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't want to wake up. Sometimes you just you know what I mean. Sometimes your balls just weigh you down, or you know what I mean. Just sometimes you just wake up, you don't want to work out. But I think working out is an important thing because if you don't work out, you know what I mean. Like you can't eat what you want. That's a big thing why I work out because a long time ago I had like a near death experience eating unhealthy. Like I used to eat really bad, you guys. I was like a little bit chunky, and then I don't know where like I felt like something was like I don't know like something was going on in my body and it was all bad. And then I just woke up in the hospital the next day, and then like the doctor was like to my dad like if you didn't bring him in another day he would have been dead. I'm like whoa. So like I don't even know what the actual cause was or like I know I was eating really bad. I was just drinking like 3 soda cans a day. I was never working out. I ate a lot of chocolate cupcakes. I ate a lot of burritos, a lot of soda, no water, just 3 soda cans a day. Um, a lot of just a lot of fat foods. Like you know what I mean. Like every person's dream to just eat hot Cheetos, sit your ass down, do nothing, play video games, and then like that near death experience was like, whoa, dude, I gotta switch it up because if not, I could die. But yeah, dude, I ended up working out. Went vegan for 2 months. Did went on for 6 months. I did like a crazy diet, like a vegan diet, and then I went back to eating tacos because I'm Mexican. You can't help it when all you see in your household is just a bunch of nice Mexican food. But yeah, dude, health is wealth, you guys. That's back to the point. Very off tangent, but what's crazy? What's going on? Oh shit! Did not mean to do that. But what's crazy? What's going on in today's society? It was like recently, like a week ago, I saw that there was like 1,000 scientists like lined up. You know what I mean? And they were all protesting about how this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like how the world's ending, right? And I'm like, what? You know what I mean? And it was just like it's just crazy to me to see that there were like 1,000 scientists. Oh, they handcuffed themselves to a bank and it just said, "Man, we tried every other method and no one is listening. Like, what are we gonna do?" And I'm looking at them like, "Geez, man, that is tough. That is tough." Just the fact that you gotta like just watch people like they said we tried every other forms of media, but no one's listening. Oh, we've had it. We've had it. The world's ending, and we don't know anything. You know what I mean? And like it's tough. Yeah, it's tough, man. Maybe the world is ending, but you can't change people from acting the way they do. Like for me, like I don't cause pollution like that, because I don't have a car first and foremost. So it's like, no, what are you gonna do? You got these guys who say like, hey, yeah, we gotta promote green energy, all this other stuff, and then they end up taking like an hour, 2 hour long shower. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? People gotta like, okay, if you're not gonna commit to global warming, okay, like what are you gonna do about it? And then it just I think it's hypocritical, my opinion on the whole global warming thing. Because I do believe in global warming. I do believe that we're messing up the planet, but at the same time, like you can't advocate for a healthier planet if your ass yourself is like abusing all the resources that we have on Earth. You know what I mean? Recklessly. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people is just like, oh yeah, I'm not harming the planet, but yet you use the car, use the gas, use the oil, and on top of that, you take long ass showers. So like, you tell me, man. You tell me if you you a part of the solution or a part of the problem. You know. But then again, so you can't be. You can't. I just like. I don't like it when people like hold other people to like a double standard. Yet they themselves don't like to commit to it. You know what I mean? It's just you got to commit to what you're saying. You can't just say like I'm not for global warming. You know what I mean? I'm not for global warming, but then like you got to do something about it. You know what I mean? And you can't just say and judge other people and not look at yourself and just say, hey man, what am I doing wrong? But enough in that spiel. I just accept that the world's ending and that there's nothing else I can do about it. You know, the Bible says the world's ending. I mean, every the scientists are saying that the world's ending. You just gotta own up to it. Like she's like, might as well just enjoy this this life while we got it, you know, and do what we can to save what we got, you know, because it gets more messed up. I mean, the planet. I don't know too much about society in itself, how messed up it's getting, or nothing about that. But I know every generation, although we get more like blessed with abundance, it's like we get more screwed with abundance. You know what I mean? Because like, especially like in the country that I live in, like in U.S., it's like everybody's like so blessed with so much, yet we all take the things we have for granted. It's like I can't do this because I don't got this. I can't do this because I don't got that. But like, yo, shut up, bro. You live in like a country that like my father, like my dad, my like my family, like came over here to sacrifice, and you're complaining about the lack of opportunity. Yet, you know, we got people who come from like third world poverty who come here sometimes illegally to just make the most out of their opportunities, and then you're out here complaining that you're out here complaining that you can't do anything, yet like, yeah, I know people, especially, I'm not gonna brag about it, you know, like I myself, like I make the most out of the opportunities that are presented for me, because like, first off, like there are people who don't have legal documentation to be here, and they wish they could be doing the things that, you know, you could be doing, like, you know, they wish they could be getting EDD, and you know what I mean, and they can't. Like my dad, his ass was screwed during the whole pandemic. He couldn't get no EDD. He doesn't even know nothing about EDD. I didn't even tell him I was, you know what I mean, God was helping me through it with some EDD. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, we lost all our jobs all in one go in the pandemic. And that's still crazy that we went through a pandemic all in one go. Like I still can't believe that, you know, we went through that. And now we have people like wearing masks, precautions, and then now you got the monkeypox, which is freaking wild. The fact that, you know what I mean. But good thing I'm a virgin, you guys. Like, you know what I mean. Like, I ain't gotta worry about no monkeypox. Plus, I make sure I take care of myself. You know what I mean. If I look at a doorknob, make sure we open it with some napkins. Wash your hands, everybody. Wash your hands. But it's wild times we live in. I think like I don't think the generation has gotten worse, even though a lot of people say it's getting worse. I think it's just that a lot of things are more documented nowadays. Like we just get to see a lot more since, you know, we have more accessibility to like, you know, cameras, and you know what I mean. It's the security is more tighter on a lot of things, which is why I feel like the world's a lot more, or we see it as a lot more messed up. And then like our media too, it's like the way they choose to dictate the narratives on a lot of things. They choose to like promote a lot of like negativity because, you know, it gets views, you know, it gets people watching it, gets people like, oh dude, what's the next messed up thing? And you know, and we don't take into account like that, like the best thing one can do is to just better themselves. Like, bro, you don't want like you're focusing too much on other people, yet you're not focusing on the problems you got to fix within yourself. Like if you better yourself, you better the world, man. And then like once you feel like you've better yourself to a certain time, to a certain amount, then you could really focus on other people's issues. Because like, man, the world got too many problems, and yet on top of that, we're not even focusing on our own problems, which causes us to, you know what I mean, be in a worse position, you know. But but yeah, that's crazy. This weekend, what I got going on? This weekend, I'm gonna be on this show tomorrow. Hopefully it goes good. I'm gonna be a part of this game show for like some not a game show, but like a fun show for like YouTubers and stuff like that. So hopefully it's a good vibe, man. Like my experience working in like entertainment, and at first, like, you know, it's cool to be ignorant. Like, I'm completely ignorant to a lot of things. Like, I don't really know what's going on most of the time. But, like, I think that's a good thing because, like, if you know what's going on most of the time, I feel like it kind of takes out the fun in it. You know what I mean? Like, if you know what's going to happen next. I mean, I used to be a controlling person. Like, I used to want to control everything around me. I used to want to be like, ah, it has to be this way because I don't know. I had so much ego and so much pride. And, I had to go through a lot of life for me to realize that not everything in life is gonna go the way you planned it, and it's never gonna go the way you planned it. It's gonna go the way that it needs to be. You know, there are people that don't believe in God, and that's cool. Like you don't gotta believe in God, but like, I mean, like, what would you do if you were in a situation where you had no hope, you had nothing? You know what I mean? What do you cling on to? And to me, like, I cling on to a God because like I come from I come from nothing, you guys. Like, you know what I mean? So to me, being here is a miracle. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I'm here, being able to do what I love, and being able to say that me out of all my siblings, I am like doing my best to push forward regardless of like I came out to LA with no connections, with nothing, with like $7 to my name. I was sleeping on floors for a whole year, and I'm like, I was going through like suicidal depression, all this other nonsense. Like not nonsense, problems are real, you know what I mean? But I didn't have anybody. And 4 years later, I have a place of my own. Not a place of my own, we ain't balling like that, but I get to say I have a roof over my head. I have clothes on my back, you know what I'm saying? And I get to be working in entertainment. And how I got into it is just out of desperation and a need for money. A lot of people got into like, well, first off, a lot of people, most of y'all don't know me because, but y'all, people will soon know me, just not now. But I started off as a music artist performing full time. You know what I mean? I was a performer since I was 5. And then out of nowhere, I think 2 years ago, the pandemic happened. I lost everything, dude. I lost everything. I was working 3 jobs while my last year at college, and I lost everything. And I was, jeez, man, how am I gonna do it? I didn't know what I was gonna do. And I went to God. I'm like, ask him, like, yo, dude, how am I gonna get through this financial situation? He was like, hold on, bro. Do you know who I am? I'm God. All right. Do you know I can provide? I can do things for you. And I was like, well, you know what, God, I'm gonna put my faith in you, man. I'm gonna take you on your word. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna go with it. And he opened a lot of opportunities for me in entertainment. I got to say that I've gotten to be on some incredible projects, and in which I'm truly grateful for. I got to be on Jay Leno, dude. Like that's freaking huge, dude. Like for sure as a contestant, but still, like it's freaking huge. I was on TV, man. The only one in my family to be on TV, only one in my family to get a college degree, the only one in my family to just say that like I got to work with Doughboy from a while to now. I got to work with people that worked on the set of X-Men. They like, bro, like I cannot believe it, bro. Like, dude, like a guy from nothing, dude. A guy from nothing being able to do all this is freaking nuts, dude. And I think it's all just a testament to God's grace and mercy, dude. Because you could say that I put in work, you know what I mean? Like I do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, like um, it's not about like I think faith is most of the thing that I depend on. I even though I do work a lot, like I treat work like my full time relationship. Um, it's it's more than just that. It's to me it's everything right now. You know what I mean? I love what I do, and I'm grateful that I get to be able to do what I do. I hear a lot of people around me that can't like get acting gigs, or they can't they can't be in they don't know how to get in the rooms that I've been in, and I don't know either. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of people, that don't believe in God say it's luck or, power of manifestation or that other stuff. I don't believe in manifestation. I believe in faith. You know what I mean? Like, I believe faith is like more bigger than manifesting because, like, manifestation, I feel like is like a sense of like you're trying to put it out. Faith is like it's already been there and you trust that it's there. You know what I mean? It's that like you trust that it's already worked and it's working. You know what I mean? Manifesting is different. I think manifesting is like I don't believe in that, dude. I believe in faith because faith is beyond manifesting. Faith is that it's happened and it's happening and it's already there. And manifesting is like, I mean, from what I understand about it, I could be ignorant, I could be blessed. It's that like you're putting the energy out there that you hope that it works out. But but yeah, yeah, I got a couple projects I'm doing in the next 2 weeks, and hopefully I should receive like a callback for this short film this week or next week. And then I did audition for AC commercial this week, which is cool. And they said something about what they say. Oh, they said they asked me for my height. Dude, I hate it when people ask me about my height. Like ah, you know what I mean? Because most of the teachers, my first time doing an audition ever, or one of my first auditions, I was in San Jose, and I was gonna go audition for one runway show, and I go into this place, and you have like all these like 7 foot guys, like these guys are like 7 feet, like incredible, like these guys are supermodels, like they look like geez, like just as extremely attractive men, right? And they look at me. I'm the only like kid that looks like like I look like a 5-year-old compared to these guys, and they immediately just shot me down like you're too short, get out. And I was like, dang. I couldn't even say no. I was like, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not like these guys. These guys are like 7 foot tall. Like these guys got like 6 packs of the whole nine. I get it. I look like I was in high school then too. Wow. Wow. Now look at me now. Crazy, man. Now I got a full grown beard and all this other stuff, and we're trying to make stuff happen. Um, what? Yeah, that's probably it. But thank you for taking your time to watch this. And there's a lot that I went rambling on a bunch of random stuff, but I guess that's what a podcast is. You know what I mean? It's just talking about random shit. But yeah, thank you for watching this. Continue to have a beautiful and blessed day. And yeah, this is it.